Hi all, Hal here with more Space Engineers, and we are in the dawn of the second complete day in game. Alright, so we've been doing a bunch of stuff off camera. We found some iron. I will walk you through what we've been doing. First, we have to get started, so let's go. So, happy Wednesday, everybody. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day and a terrific week thus far. And, yeah, we found some iron, thankfully. Just basically mining all of this wonderful stuff out.
Inventory full.
So, we had to put a few things together. So, we've updated the base a little bit. And the idea is, I think what we're going to do is we're going to build in place a little bit. So we'll end up with a very small bunker setup. I don't know if we're going to go full on base with like the heavy refineries and, you know, multiple assemblers and stuff. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to set up enough of an outpost that will be able to have a base that can mostly defend itself. I am really worried about the fact that we have meteors going to be starting tomorrow morning in game. So what I'm trying to do is just get enough. Wow. Trying to get enough materials together that we can have the base be mostly self-sufficient. We're going to obviously have to armor up a bunch of stuff. The only thing that I'm really, I want to say scared of is not having the base done. So what I'm doing right now is just gathering up all of the iron that we can, because I would like to get the bulk iron stuff done. We've been collecting the unknown signals, which I have another one over there that I have to go grab here shortly. But I want to get all of this up. So what we have is the particles, or the block items, or the dropped floating items thing, is set to like 100 or 120, something like that. And basically what that allows us to do is to mine out a good section of thing, leaving the blocks on the ground, come back and pick up the stone bits. All right. So that has helped quite a bit. Alright, so that's gonna go there. Crap, let's go get this thing first. It's not too far away. Thankfully, these things tend to drop within, you know, like 2 to 3 kilometers of you. So it's not too bad. We haven't gotten one of the avoidance ones yet. But I'm always sketchy that we're gonna get one, and that might be... No, okay, that one's not. Signal. There you go. Got almost a complete rainbow set today. I have to admit, it would be really nice if we could get a small reactor on these again. A couple more space bucks. There you go. Just make it easy for the cleanup script to find the stuff to clean up. I think I've got my cleanup set for 12 blocks. That's temporary iron. I'm going to go that way. So we haven't found any other resources, and like I said, I think I'm going to try not focusing quite so much. What are you? On bulk mining. It's kind of unusual for me, right? Oh, you're magnesium. You're a big old thing of magnesium, but we've got magnesium up at the base, so I'm not worried about you then. Which means there's probably an iron vein. So I'm finding that the stones tend to pull from whatever's in the local area, because, you know, these things load in chunks, and the current chunk will have X resources available. You need to go over here. And I'm thinking what it's doing is it actually pulls from what's available in the chunk. So if we're finding magnesium, for example, which we know we have a magnesium mine directly below us, you're more likely to find magnesium, silicon, and iron because those are the things in the area. Well, I'm assuming there's iron in the area because of the iron stone over there. But yeah, so what we're going to do today is I'm going to grab a little bit more of this iron, and I want to get a small ship going. Basically replace the landing craft that we had to break down, because I did completely grind that down. But I do want to get a little bit more raw material. The problem that we're running into is we haven't found nickel yet, and we really need the nickel. So what I've been doing is just pulling materials out as I go. And as you saw back at the base, there's that giant crater now, because I mined out, I don't know, like 25 or 30k stone out of there. It adds up really quick. So, alright, so let's go ahead and get you in there. Turn around here for a second. Now I did go ahead and drop off the oxygen tank since I'm on the Earth-like planet. We don't need it. But I'm wondering, do I have the materials? Because I think I need silver. No, I only need nickel and silicon. Okay. So I think we're gonna grab another one of these. Do I really only have a little bit of nickel? Crap. Oh, perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab another bottle. We're going to throw that over here. We're going to leave that there right now, and we'll come back and grab some more stuff shortly. That'll give us a spawn, so I can put. Okay, I need all of this to be piped together. What I'm thinking is we'll do another cargo container here. So if we do that. Now I don't have the easy inventory installed on this, so 30. 35. So grab 30 of those. We're gonna grab 50 of those. I think we need 60 computers for these. No, we only need 2 computers, but we need 4 metal grids. Do I have any grids? I do. So we're gonna put those back, and we'll grab 2 of those. What else do we need? 20 small tubes, which I don't think we have. That's what we need. Whoop. Just realized we had some scrap in there. Come here. Yeah, and so one of the things that I did do is I went ahead and put my rifle and stuff away because, well, you know, let's be honest. If we run into any situations where we need it, we're kind of screwed anyway, so, alright. Okay, so we've got plenty of that. Need 4 motors, 1 display. I don't know if I have a display. I do, okay. One of those. One of those. And because of the way I started building this place, I have the computers, construction components, and plates. So I need 5 and 10, right? So we need 10 of those, and 5 more of these. So if we do that... That would have been bad. Because I would have had to grind this thing down. Oh. And we've just doubled our cargo capacity, which is good. And I'm actually thinking I may... Let's take you out. Because what I'm thinking is we'll do a few of these. Because we already know that we're kind of tight on parts. So what do we need for that? We need 40 interior plates. Alright, so we're gonna throw all this in there. Alright, so we need, just go ahead and make 100 of those. Construction components, we need 40, so 80 of those, which we have. I need 8 metal grids, which we don't have, that I know. So we're gonna go ahead and crank out 10 of those. But, damn it, those need cobalt. We need to get the cobalt. Alright, so I'm not gonna be able to do that for right now. So what we'll do instead, let's grab our conveyor block here. Alright, actually no, I guess we don't really need, because that'll pipe through so we can pull oxygen out of there. And I want it piped in. Yeah, so we're going to need to do that. Okay. So 40 interior plates. 60 construction components. There you go. 40 small steel tubes, which, here are those. $12 motors. I think we have everything else. Okay. Which we actually need to come over here, because once all these are set up, then I don't have to keep running back and forth, which is what I'm trying to get to the point of being able to do. Alright, so we should be able to fill all this up. Alright. Now we weld all this up. Now once this is done, once we've got this fully welded up, we'll be completely piped in now. So all we have to do is drop stuff off in any of the cargo blocks, and it can get to both the assembler and the refinery, which is important. Alright, so just to check that to make sure we have... Yep, everything is piped through. Awesome, okay. So we're going to drop this over here. Drop that out of there. But see, the reason why I wanted to get to make sure we could do this is because we want to make sure we have the ability for everything that we need to go where it needs to go, and now we do. Okay, so that makes it a little easier. It takes a little bit of the stress off. Okay, so let's go. What do we have for interior plates? Or let's grab. We're going to need a bunch. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have you go 1, 2, for those who don't know, you can just kind of clear things out by doing the excavate. You don't actually have to mine anything out in order to get it to do what you want, because what it does is it's actually a sphere off the end of the tool. So what we're gonna do, I should probably just go ahead and mine this out to get the nickel. Come to think of it. I know, I wasn't thinking. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna build this out over this so that we'll have a bit of a landing platform area. And some of this is actually going to be inside our base. Come here, you. Come here. No. I built the beacon mainly to get the antenna parts out of my inventory. I had more than I realized. Because the unknown signals keep dropping antennas. So, figured, may as well get them. What I should do is put an actual assembler in just so that we can deconstruct things. Alright, come here. Alright. Alright, so now what we're talking about here is having something that comes out like so. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's pick all this stuff up. I will continue to say how happy I am that stone actually has a use in this game now, except for reactor components. Right, so you just need to come out to there. This is going to come back over here a little bit. Come on. There you go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Guess I could do that instead. And so that's basically going to come out to here. Right. So what we're doing is we're just trying to figure out where we want things to be
inventory full.
Set up for right this second. Alright, so that gives us 5x5 if we go there. What I'd been thinking about doing was taking this back another row. Because here, we're going to want it, thinking we're going to take it, we do that, put a door here. Hey, look, it brought me stone. Okay. So let's go here a little bit. So if we do that. Alright, so this is basically going to be a wall here. Here. If we go... Tell you what, let's go ahead and drop all this stuff off of here for a second. We're gonna do... No. You and you. Okay, so... You're gonna go like so. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a conveyor block over here, and then we'll put a turret on this side so it protects us on, you know, those edges. We'll have probably a conveyor block here, have this whole thing come out one. Speaking of, there we go. Just to get that out of the way. So we'll end up with a turret on this side, a turret on this side, a turret over here, and we'll probably run a turret above it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, because this is going to be just basically me doing more mining, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick cut. Bring you back when we have the resources set up, and we'll do the building from there. Okay, so we'll be right back. And welcome back. So, what I did is I basically flew myself back over to the base, deposited the credits, and picked up one of these. There we go. Proficient welder, rather. And while we were here, I figured we'd pick up a mission, because I want to show you what the mechanic is on these. So we've got both of our hydrogen tanks with us. Hopefully this will be enough hydrogen to get us from point A to point B, but we will see. And it looks like it's going to be on the far side of the mesa. I did a little bit of exploration around our base to see if we could find some cobalt. I found basically everything but cobalt again. It's like this, you always find everything but like one resource when you need it, you know? It's like, oh, what's going to suck is if we run completely out of hydrogen during this process, I'm going to have to hoof it back and basically end up wasting a half an in-game day. Not looking forward to this. I really probably shouldn't have done this, but I was getting impatient and wanted to show you what the mechanics look like. So, but basically you go to the contract station, you find a contract that you think you might want to do, you select it, and it'll give you a prompt saying, hey, you know, if you accept this, you're being bound by this contract, which means if you screw it up, we're basically not going to like you anymore. So that's what we're doing. We've confirmed all of that. We're heading this way. Hey, look, there's ice. I'm probably going to set a waypoint for that, but let's see what's right here first. Iron. We actually had found some iron not far away from us, surprisingly. We actually found gold like directly next to the base. There's a gold and silver deposit over there. So yeah, really the only thing we're looking for at this point is cobalt. Great. I need a display that shows, you know, how much, instead of just showing you the how many tanks you have of something, have it display what the percentages are without having to go into inventory. Some more gold. Sometimes you'll find the gold, cobalt with gold. I don't know why. It's like the way that the seeding works is just kind of weird. That's going to be an iron rock. Alright, so now that we've gotten out here, this is a search mission. So within 750 meters of this thing, of where we are standing, there should be a beacon somewhere. These are actually tend to be easier to do at night because then you can see the little flashing indicators. Let's try this way. So what I tend to do, and this is one of the reasons why I was saying you probably want a small ship when you're doing this, is because it makes it a little bit easier because you don't have to worry about doing things like running out of hydrogen. Speaking of, let me... What should we have? We've got a quarter of a tank there, so let's do this on foot. What we're going to do, well, mostly on foot. But yeah, we're looking for basically a one of the devices you get from an unknown signal. Oh, there it is. Yeah, when you get close enough to it, it will give you the little probe indicator. And when you get up to it, it despawns itself. So if you look at your account balance now, it auto completes for you. So we just picked up quite a bit of cash. So if you're doing something like what we're doing, is where you're doing this kind of extreme survival playthrough, it may actually make sense for you to not break down the lander. Don't even worry about setting up a base. Just find the basically get your ship up and running so that it's actually usable as a scout ship of some kind. And you are going to be silver. But yeah, so once you have your scout ship and a way of getting around fairly quickly and easily, just complete the scout missions. Because they give you enough faction that, yeah, they'll add up after a while, but it's really about the cash. And I mean, some of these things will pay 50, 60K. That one was, I think, 51. We ended up with a little less because of the fact that I bought the welder, because I wanted to be able to weld things up a little bit faster. Where are you? You're the golden soul. Oh, cobalt! Cobalt! Where was it? We saw it. Where was it? Give me the cobalt. Don't tease me like that. Oh, where was it? Ah, cobalt. Where? And we're gonna do a straight drill down. We're not even messing around at this point. Oh, life-saving cobalt. Actually, before we do anything else, because whenever I find this stuff, you know I'm gonna die, right? Without fail. Cobalt. There we go. Oh, give me the cobalt. I don't care what else I drill through. Give me the cobalt. I think I actually just drilled through silver. No, I didn't. Huh, right. Even better. We're getting close to the silver, though. We're probably going to skirt the edge of the silver deposit. Come on. Oh, give me my cobalt. Yeah, we're basically just going to fill up our inventory with cobalt. I'm not even going to pick up the stone. I'll pick it up to consolidate it. But we're going after the cobalt. All right, that was interesting. And we get about cobalt. We found cobalt! You know, I've had playthroughs where all I could find was cobalt. Oh. Yeah, and basically this is... Oh, man. Can I get rid of... Oh, I don't want to get rid of more. I want to take more with me. Do I have anything I can drop? Not really. Okay, so we're going to go... Ow. And we're going to head back to our base, which is up on the hill there. So we're gonna, I'm at least gonna try and get up on the ridge line. So in the worst case, we run out of hydrogen, I don't have to try and scale the mountainside there. Oh, cobalt! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so we're gonna head back. I'm tempted to go get another mission at this point, but having located cobalt, we're actually in a pretty good situation. We're gonna start doing the hydrogen exploit here a little bit. For those who don't know, aim yourself up at an angle, get max, oh, hiccups, get max speed, kill your hydrogen. And just kind of coast until you get, you know, to an altitude that you're comfortable with. Drop down and rinse and repeat. We want to go like that again. And what this does is it helps save a little bit of hydrogen. I'll be honest, it doesn't save a whole lot, but it does add up. Especially if you're not trying to regain altitude each time. You're basically just flinging yourself and then using the hydrogen thrusters to your jetpack to keep you from dying. Alright. But if you need to go long distances, that's how you can go long distances. Okay. Oh, cobalt. Ooh, there it goes. I was gonna say. Oh, I need like 20 of those things. Because what we need to do is we need to build a full assembler so that we can build turrets. So, actually, we're going to take you out of there. That. Like a so. So 120 steel plates, 140 steel plates. Let's see what we have here for plates. Do we have any plates? We should have like 1,000 plates. Okay, here we go. So we've got those. Let's just hide empty. Take that out. I only need 5 of these, I believe. Oh wait, I can actually access the inventory from here? I didn't know that. Huh. 140 I think we need. Construction, 20 motors, 10 displays. I don't think we have the displays. Alright, so we want basic assembler. Like 20 of those. 10 of those. What else do we need? Oh, I need 5 more metal grids and 160 computers, which we're probably going to have to make. No, we've got all of them. Okay. 5 of you. What did we say? What else do we need? Those, we need those. Don't we need motors? Yeah, we need 20 motors. Oh, I do need to make 40 more computers. Okay, so 40 computers. We've got the motors. I think we have the construction components. Did we say 20 of these? And what was it, 40 computers or something like that? Let's go ahead and make 100. Not like we don't have the iron. Okay. Yeah, we've got this. Grab a few more of these. Come on. Because once we have this done, once we have these built, construction components. Damn it. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do this really quick. Yeah, I know it's almost done with them, but that's okay. So I want to get the assembler done so I can get the... Okay, so now that we have that, that unlocks all of this wonderful stuff. It's going to be a while before we can build the safe zone thing. But we can build Gatling turrets now. Battery unlocked all of that. That unlocked antenna, which is the other reason I built that. Interior block is just nice to haves. Need to build the refinery. Yeah, so once we build the refinery, we're okay there. We can build all sorts of stuff now. Okay, so basically we're in the solidly in tier 2 stuff. Not quite tier 3 yet, but that's okay. We don't need to worry about that. I really want to build one of these just so we can see it. What is it? See, I can't even equip it because I can't build that damn thing. Okay. Alright, so we were going to build a ship to take us around and do some scouting, but now that we have the stuff we need for turrets, I want to build a couple of these. So I need 40 interior plates, 8 motors, 2 computers. So what do we say we need? 40? So... eight motors. I guess those 8 motors. So 16 motors and 40 construction. And 16 motors. 48 girders. I'll just go ahead and build a bunch of these. And what we're going to do is I am actually going to build... Just go ahead and grab the rest of those, grab some of those. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to do this really quick. Yes. We're going to put a conveyor block here. That's going to come off there. I want you to go there. So you're going to go there. I need steel plate for that, but that's okay. Because we're going to put a turret on top there. Actually, we're going to do that. And basically what we're doing is we're eventually going to replace this column Actually, we'll probably leave that column there, but we're going to run conveyor block up here, the conveyor tubes, up to feed a turret that will sit on top of the base. And we're going to have you guys give me a plate. Give me some plates. And you guys are going to sit out like this. Alright. And then we'll put another one over here. Speaking of, I want to check to see. Okay, so you're optimal. You're actually producing a little bit less power than the other one was, but we're gonna have 4 of them eventually anyway. Where did there they are. Okay, so what are we still missing? Do we have interior plates? We do. Okay, so first things first, we don't want to run into a situation where we're running out of hydrogen. Both of those. Get ourselves recharged here. There you go. Okay. And oh, you know what we did? We screwed up. This needs to come out one. Alright, you're gonna come out like that. See, you're all supposed to warn me before I do stupid stuff. Alright, so that's there. And then we're gonna do one more right here. So we need motors, constructions, girders, okay. A little bit of everything. So we're just gonna go ahead and make like 20 of each of them. Actually, you know what? We have motors, I think. Got those. The only thing we don't have is girders. So let's go ahead and tell it to make, I don't know, another 50. So we only need 8 girders, and then we'll have a heck of a lot more power. All right. Give me 10 of those, thank you. Awesome, okay. Now to make a turret, we want, not that. Right. So this will help put a lot of my my concerns to rust once we have this in here. So we're gonna set you up that way. What do you need? You need construction, grids, and small steel tubes. So how many grids do we have? There's 10, 11. And we want, I don't know, like another 10. Small steel tubes and motors, I think we have. Yep, we have those. We have those. Probably need those. Anything else that we're missing? Just steel plates and grids, okay. What are you missing? What are you missing? Missing nickel. That's all the nickel we have. Crap. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this mostly welded up at this point. Where's our nickel? We have some nickel somewhere that we were mining. Let's head over here and grab some nickel really quick. I think we were mining it over here. I don't remember. I know we were pulling some of it out of just the raw stone. Oh. Really need to get this up and running before we hit the end of the in-game day. I think we need nickel for ammo as well. I think it's nickel, silicon, and iron.
Inventory full.
We'll head back this way. Or no, nickel, magnesium, and iron I think is what we need for the ammo. And what we're going to do is I'm going to make ammo first. Make like 30 or 40, you know, whatever we can get out of what we refine and what we have on hand. I don't actually know how much magnesium we have in the system, honestly. Two. To make that ammo requires 1. So I can make 2 rounds of turret ammo. Oh, we got magnesium like right here somewhere. Right. We're just gonna go ahead and mine this out. Alright. Oh. Come on. Come on. Almost there. Almost there. Not bad for, you know, 2 in-game days. Looks like... yes. I'm fairly certain I've mined magnesium somewhere too. Alright. Well, this is right here, so I'm not too worried about it despawning on us. Where did I... that's the ice. Magnesium, okay. Oh, you know what? It might have been when I was mining the ice.
Inventory full.
Oh, that's cutting it a bit close. Almost there, though. Alright, I'm gonna come over here. The assembler is using that. So we want it to go, I don't know, let's go 10 for now. Alright, wait, what are you missing? You're missing nickel. Because you're doing cobalt. Wow, you've already refined that much cobalt? Start working on the nickel. Cobalt's got a pretty good exchange rate then, doesn't it? Alright, so let's grab our grids, because that's the only thing we're missing. And I think that may be enough to get this thing online. It is. Alright, so we're going to set this up very quickly. We do want it targeting meteors. We do want it targeting missiles, small ships, large ships, not characters, not stations. So basically, if it's hostile, yeah, if it's hostile, it'll go after them. Alright, so we need to get a line of material up here. Oh, the conveyor blocks. How many do we need for that? So if we go... Do we need interior plates? No, we've used it all. Okay. Let's go ahead and throw all this back in there for a second. Assembler. And you do, I don't know, like 200 of those? They're cheap. Do 500 of those. 400 of those. What are we doing? How are we doing for motors? I think we're down to 70 motors, and each one of these is going to take... it's going to be close. So yeah, we'll have it... Let's go ahead and set up... I don't know, like 50 motors? 60 motors. My ammo. We'll go ahead and load that into the turret for now. Can't reach it from here. If you ever need to load one of these manually, just look for the little arm. There you go. Steel tubes, interior plates, and construction components. Wow, we are out of all sorts of stuff. So, actually, yeah, we'll have you go ahead and make 200 of those. How much iron do we have? 3K there. So, you're taking up 700. You are taking up 1,000. So, yes, we have enough to build all of this. Okay. And then what we're going to do here... Go ahead and grab these. And you're going to do that to that. And we're going to go there. That's going to get everything that we need for that portion done. And then once we have all of this line welded up, we're going to do heavy blocks, or heavy armor blocks, up around the top portion of that and coming down, and we'll get the area for the base piped in, okay, or framed in. And so what I think I'm going to do is I think we're going to do, because this is going to be just a really, really simple, we're going to end up doing just like ridiculously simple stuff like this. All right. Yeah. So you're going to be there. You know, there's going to be basically some blocks here. I might put a window in just to have it. Grab some plates here. Drop you over there. There you go. And so what I'm thinking here is something like this. We put a window in here. This will come up like that. Let's turn off the auto rotate. And this will probably, well, I guess we could if we wanted to Do that. Yeah. Because it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't need to be anything overly complex. We're going to end up with that being there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So take you out, put you in like so. You're going to be there. There will be a door here, door there, and then we'll probably come back and do some, you know, just some cleaning up of this whole thing. Actually, we could even just do that. Like so. So we have a space, we have a spot to spawn. Do I want to do that maybe? How do I feel about that? That's what we could do is if something like this maybe? And then that would just go there. And it doesn't need, this whole thing doesn't need to be airtight, so we're not too worried about it. It just has to, we just want it to look nice. Let me put in, I need to unlock the windows. I'll have to do an interior wall. Okay. What do we need for that? Interior plates and construction components. All right. Alright, so you have, oh, that's why, because silly Hal, looking at the wrong stuff. And all this is just to unlock windows. So let's go here. We're going to drop all this wonderful stuff off. Right. What's funny is I'm going to need girders here in a second, so hide empty, throw all, everything that we are not currently using into there. And it'll pull materials out as it needs to. Nickel is almost done. Once the magnesium is done. Yes. Excellent. Alright. And then that gets us most of the way there. So go back here. And what I'll do is while we're off camera, I will go ahead, get this base welded up so that we have, you know, a secure place to work from. I'm gonna need some glass, need lots of plates. Thankfully we have iron nearby. We'll be able to go pick up that Where's our iron? Over there. We'll get all of this stuff welded up, and hopefully when we come back for the on Friday, we will be turning on the first tier of the asteroid, or the meteors. And then next week, I believe next Wednesday, we will be loading the first of the openly aggressive AI mods. We will be adding, I think we'll be adding the Reavers to it first, because the Reavers don't have groups that will hack your base. So, yeah. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, make sure you hit that like button, because we are going to call this one here. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw them down in the section below. If you are new to the channel, haven't done so already, or just want to do something nice for me on this lovely Wednesday afternoon, be sure to hit that subscribe, and if you want to be kept up to date, be sure to ring the bell too. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Have a fabulous rest of your week, and we will see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Alright, so yes, we need to get all of this welded up, so I need to make like 2,000 plates or so, which means I need to go harvest a whole lot of iron. Alright, start shuttling stuff back and forth, I guess.